Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use the iPad like a traditional Filofax, day runner, Franklin Covey, day planner, organizer. Whatever you use, you can do this digitally on your iPad. You can get rid of all the pens, all the pencils, all the stickers, all the sticky notes because you can use all those same things digitally on your iPad. And that's what I'm going to show you today on Digitally Speaking. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sandy Cruz, and I own and operate a drapery workroom where I fabricate window treatments and soft furnishings for interior designers. Here is where I developed a system for my business so that everything could be organized, completely paperless, so that I had everything at my fingertips and I could locate it very quickly. And I'm also able to balance out my personal life and my business life, and nothing gets neglected and nothing gets pushed to the side because I can see what I have on my plate at all times. So let's move on over to my iPad and get things started. Here we are on my iPad, and I'll just let you know that the application that I'm going to use to show you the day planner pages is called GoodNotes. These pages have been tested on Notes Plus, Notability, and GoodNotes and NoteTaker HD. Today I'm using GoodNotes. It's actually one of my favorite note-taking apps, and I actually own about 11 of them at this point. So let me go ahead and open it up, and you'll notice that I keep my GoodNotes right here on my dock so that I can access it very quickly. When I open up my GoodNotes, it opens up to the uncategorized notes, and these are all notes that I have collected. These are notes that I do on the fly, some things that I need to sign and email back to people, and I really don't have a place for them, or I haven't organized them yet. So they just kind of stay here, and I kind of treat this as my inbox. And it would be a good idea for me to clean this out at some point because I'm collecting a lot of notes in this area. I'm going to tap on my categories here. As you can see, I have quite a few. I keep everything inside my GoodNotes. I have all my business, all my personal, I have all my financial, everything is inside my GoodNotes. I've created forms for anything financial so that I can keep track of my mileage, and I can also keep track of all my bank account check registers. This is kind of bridging the gap for me to where I can be completely digital but still enjoy the paper and ink experience that I always loved so much. One of the things when I went paperless that I really missed, and I know a lot of you have heard me say this before, but I really missed the pages and the turning pages and tabs and stickers and sticky notes and ink and all the different colors that I had for ink and highlighting. Well, this gives me the best of both worlds. I'm able to stay paperless and be completely digital, but I still get the experience of writing with ink, using my own handwriting. I have all different color inks. I color code all my papers, and I color code all my ink colors. So let's go back to my day planner area, and here you can see I have all my day planners under Day Planner, of course, and I've been using the Day Planner pages since about 2011, but I've been using them in GoodNotes since 2013. So I have all 3 years so far collected in here. If I ever needed to go back to a specific day or date or month, I can just come back here and select that year and go to the month and the day and see my notes on that day or see what I did on that day. Let me go ahead and start by showing you the 2015, which by the way have just come out and been put in the store today, which, by the way, were just put in the store today, and they're ready for you just in time for 2015. So here I've already set mine up. Now what you're looking at are the big calendars, and they're actually sold separately. And there is one calendar for every month of the year. And what I've done is I've taken the calendars and I've used them each as a cover sheet for my day planner pages. So let me just open up one of these day planners or one of the months so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is what the day planners look like. You've got the weekday, the month, the date, the year, and there are actually 365 pages to the day planner. You get 12 files. One file is for each month of the year, and inside each file there is a page for each day of that month. And each one is custom to that day. Like I said, you've got the day, the month, and the date in each one. Also, each month, the tabs move over. Let me show you one of the other months, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go to March, and let me open up March. Oh, here's one that I had made a sample for somebody. And here you could see since this is March, we've got January, February, March on the left, and that would be just like a traditional day planner where once you take that tab and you flip it to the left, you've got the remaining months on the right, and then you've got the past months on the left. So that's what March would look like. So let me just show you while I've got this page open all the different parts to the day planner pages. This is something that was very much requested a couple years ago, and it is a month at a glance. So you've got the past month kind of faded out. You've got the present month highlighted, and then you've got the future month kind of faded out all on your sheet. So if you have to look back or look ahead, you have 3 months at a glance right there on your day planner page. And this is consistent with each page on that month. And of course, when you're in April or July or September, you will always have the current month in the center and highlighted, and the past and the future will be faded and on either side. You can also now schedule appointments between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Over to the left of your scheduler, you can list all your tasks. There are plenty of spaces to list as many tasks as you can fit into your day. I reserve this area for appointments that are actually with somebody or a specific place that I need to be at a specific time. This area I use to list the tasks that I will try to get to in that day. Now, if you don't get to your tasks in that day, it's so easy because it's digital to just circle the ones that you need to move to another day and copy and paste or cut and paste it to another day. You don't have to rewrite anything. This area is reserved for any contacts that you make during the day. Somebody gives you their phone number or their email, or if you have to make a phone call on that day, you can put their number or contact information right here in this area. And of course, you would transfer that to your web-based contact sheet or contact application, whatever you use. I use Google Contacts. I also use a Google Calendar. And this would probably be a good time for me to point out that the day planner does not replace my calendar. I have a calendar that is web-based. I use a Google Calendar. And I have all the things that are scheduled on my Google Calendar so that I have alarms that will ring and notifications that will show up and remind me of the things that are coming up. Of course, I'm in my day planner all day, so it would be kind of hard for me to forget, but still, as a backup, I've got those reminders. I use the day planner pages to do just that, plan my day. It's like a map. I will map out my tasks, any contacts that I need to make for the day. I will put anything that's on my calendar that is specific to a certain time, meeting a person or somewhere that I need to be. That will go in this area. And then I've got plenty of room to take any notes throughout the day so that I'm not reaching for paper. As long as I've got my iPad in my hand and I've got my day planner open, there's no need for me to reach for any paper. If I ever do reach for paper, which I don't really have a lot, I have sticky notes on my traditional desk. And the reason that I have sticky notes on my desk is I just like how the dispenser looks and the cute colors of the sticky notes. But I really don't use them. If I did, for some reason, grab a sticky note right away, as soon as I jot something down on it, I open up my day planner and transfer those notes, or take a picture of that sticky note and put it here on my day planner. I don't leave any paper to get lost or misplaced or stuck in somebody else's file or anything like that. So that covers all the areas of this day planner page. Next, we're going to move over to my computer desktop, and I'm going to show you how to download your day planner pages once you've purchased them from the store, how to get them unzipped and get them to your iPad. Here we are on my computer, and I've already opened up the digitalyspeaking.net website, and I've actually navigated to the digital day planner pages on the store. To get to the pages, you'll just select the iStore and scroll down to Digital Day Planner. And that will narrow down all the products to just the day planner pages in the store. One of the things that I've put in the store is a free download of the day planner pages. That way you can download it, unzip it, import it into your note-taking application, and then also annotate on it so that you can see if this is something that you're going to enjoy, if this is an experience that you want to have with the day planner pages. And that way you can test it out, test drive it before you make your purchase. Also available are still the 2014 day planner pages, and since we're approaching the end of the year, they are also on sale. And then, of course, here's the new 2015 day planner pages, and they look alike. They're the same design, very minimalistic, very light in color, and very clean looking. The only thing that's changed are the days of the months and the year, of course, the 2015 year. Something else that you'll find in this area of the iStore are the monthly calendars. And the monthly calendars are what I use as my cover sheet for each month of the year. That way, when I view the day planner section on my iPad, I can at a glance look at my months. And we'll be back on my iPad in a minute so you can get another look at that. But that is a separate purchase, and like I said, I use those as my cover sheet for each one of the day planner pages. So let's go ahead and add the free sample to the cart, and the steps are going to be the same regardless of whether you're purchasing some of the digital papers or the day planner pages or any of the accessories from the store. So let me go ahead and add it to my cart. And now I'll go ahead and go to my cart. And here I am, and here is the free sample that's already loaded up in my cart. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to the checkout. And of course I have grayed out my billing details. And I'm going to place my order. The next page that I am brought to, of course, if you're actually making an actual purchase, you will be prompted to go to the PayPal site and agree. And then once your purchase is complete, you'll be brought back to this page and you will see the file that you can download right here. In case you miss it, you will also be emailed an invoice along with the download on the invoice. So let me go ahead and download the day planner pages. And because I'm on a Mac and the way I have my browser settings set up, I use Firefox, by the way. Each browser is a little bit different, and that's something I talk about very extensively in my class, are settings. And the way I have my settings set up is that my downloads will always prompt me, and I have my downloads always going to my desktop so that I don't miss anything and I don't have to go trying to find where that file was downloaded. And so I know it'll be waiting for me on my desktop, and when I'm done with it, I can either file it away or delete it. I'm going to go ahead and say save file and then save again. And now I'm using two monitors, so I'm going to go ahead and on my other monitor grab that file and bring it over. Let me go ahead and minimize this screen and bring this over so you can see. So there is the file, and it's zipped, and because it's zipped, you have to unzip it on your computer and then bring it into, I use Dropbox. If you use Google, you can use the Google Drive. Whatever cloud service you use, you can put it in there to get it to your iPad. Make sure, though, that the note-taking application that you use will let you use that cloud application to import it. And you're going to see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. So I'll go ahead and double click on this because I'm on a Mac. I can just double click on the zipped file and it extracts it for me. If you're on a PC, you will have to double click on it and it will open up a folder, and you'll have to drag and drop the file out from the zipped folder onto your desktop. So now that the file is extracted, and here it is, it's just one file. And let me just make this smaller so you can see it on your window. And we were looking at this sheet earlier. This shows you all the different areas of the day planner and all the different things that you can do with the day planner. And it's the same file as the day planner pages, and that way you can test it out and see if you can import it and annotate on it. And if you like how it looks on your iPad, then you might decide that you want to buy the full version. All right, so let me go ahead and close this, and I'm going to add it now to my Dropbox folder. And my Dropbox folder is located on my dock, so I'm just going to drag and drop it into my Dropbox. And I don't need this file anymore, so I'm just going to delete it. You may want to save it and file it away somewhere on your computer. I try to keep my desktop nice and clean. I don't keep files or anything. I have a clean desktop, so I always try to file things away right away. That's something else that I teach. So now I'll go ahead and just move it to the trash. Now that I've got that in my Dropbox, I don't need to do anything else on my computer anymore. So let's move on over to the iPad. We're back on the iPad, and I'm just going to go ahead and open up my GoodNotes now. And I'm in my day planner section. I'm going to go back to my categories, and I'm going to create inside my day planner section, I'm going to create a new category just so that I have a fresh category. Actually, they're kind of like folders, but it's called categories on the app. But to me, I think of them as folders. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new category / folder. And I'm going to call it Test 2015, and I'll go ahead and type out Day Planner. Select OK, and now we can start with a clean slate inside this folder, category folder. So now there's nothing in here. To import my day planner, and since I have all my day planners already in my Dropbox, I'm going to show you also how I add that cover sheet. So let's go ahead and click or tap or touch the plus, and I'm going to select import. And now I have all these options. This is something that I have set up in GoodNotes, which cloud services I use, and then I also activated them inside the app so I have access to them. And my choices are Dropbox and Google Drive, but I put the files in Dropbox. So I'm going to go ahead and select Dropbox. And if you want to know more about setting up GoodNotes and inking and importing and annotating and just everything that there is to know about the GoodNotes app, and believe me, there is a lot to it, I have created a series called iNotes, and I show you from start to finish, from the minute you download and open up the GoodNotes program to creating templates. That's something else that's really neat about GoodNotes, is that you've got templates in there that stay untouched, that you can use over and over and over again, and they're there and at your access. So it's really a very nice app, and if you really want to learn everything about the application, you might want to go ahead and look at the series called iNotes in the digitallyspeaking.net iStore. Let's continue importing our day planner sheets. Now I'm going to have to drill down a little further than you will probably have to drill down to get to your files, because I've got such a big Dropbox folder and I have so many things in it. I'm going to have to go a little bit further, and I've got quite a few folders in here. So let me go ahead and just start drilling down to where I know that file is, 2015. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see 12 different PDF files, your January, February, March, and so on. What you can do with GoodNotes is import them all in one shot. So I'm going to tap Select and then Select All. That way I don't have to import them one by one. And since I selected all, each one has a green check mark next to it. And then I'll just go ahead and say Import. And we'll just wait for GoodNotes to do its job. Here you see GoodNotes is going ahead and adding all the files. And this arrow, by the way, that you see means that GoodNotes is also syncing my new files to iCloud. I have my GoodNotes set up to back up to iCloud because I use GoodNotes on my iPhone, on my iPad mini, and I also view my notes in Google Drive. So I make sure that I have my GoodNotes set up to back up to iCloud so that all my devices stay in sync. And that's another thing that I teach you in the iNote series, is how to set up and fine-tune your settings so that everything stays syncing and backing up and viewable on all your platforms. Okay, it looks like it's done now. Yep, we've got every one of the pages loaded up. Because of the way I've named the files, it puts them automatically in order from January on to December. And so you don't have to do anything to try to organize them or put them in a particular order. One of the things that GoodNotes does is it will organize your files by date or by name. I prefer by name, and that's why I am very selective on how I name my files. When I'm done with January, I know that February is the next month and it will be right next to January, so they won't ever get out of order. If I kept them by date, then every time I opened up one of my day planners, it would put that in the first place. And that might be more convenient for you, but it's not for me. So this is the view that you have of all your months inside the 2015 day planner, and I spelled that wrong. The view that I showed you earlier have as a cover sheet all my monthly pages. So let me show you how to do that in case you decide to purchase the monthly pages along with the day planner pages. And the reason you would do that is so that, let me switch over to 14, so that at a glance you can see where you are in the year. And at a glance you can see all of the months. So let me show you how to set up a cover sheet. So let's open January. And here's all the days in January. And as you can see, the day and the date changes as I swipe through the pages. I'm going to open up my index, and the index is located right here. And that's how you can easily navigate between days. And I'll just tap on the first day and select the plus sign. And what I want to do is import a file, but I want to import it above everything else. So it will be placed before the first day planner page. So I'll just tap import above. And again, I'm going to navigate through my Dropbox to where I know the file is located, which will be a different place on yours. So don't send me emails saying, I don't see all those folders in my Dropbox, because your Dropbox is not going to look like mine. And then I've got a folder called Monthly Calendars. And here's all the calendars. Now I don't want to import them. I don't want to select them all like I did before, select and then select all, because I don't want all these calendars in my January day planner. I want to just select January and import. And I'll have to do this one by one for each day or each day planner month. That way, when I back out, I can see the months. So each one will get a cover sheet, one specific to that month. Now let's look at some of the things that you can do with these day planner pages on your iPad. Just like I mentioned in the title, you can use your iPad just like your day planner, Franklin Covey, your Filofax, and you don't have to have crates and bags and zipper pockets and all that, carrying around all the pens and all the stickers and all the sticky notes and the extra stuff that you have inside the notebook. You don't need any of that because it's all on your iPad and it's all digital. But it looks and feels just like the traditional day planner. Real quick, I'll show you some of the things that you can do. I will have some more detailed videos with some of the other products that I have in the store and how to use them. And of course, like I mentioned before, the iNote series shows you completely in detail everything from A to Z that you could do with GoodNotes and all the products that I have created for the iPad. I'm going to go ahead and open January again. And I'll just go ahead to the first. And one of the neat things about GoodNotes is that I can press and hold anywhere on the screen and tap zoom, and I can just start writing. I can start taking notes right where I pressed my finger. And then if I want to take notes anywhere else on the page, I'll just tap anywhere else on the screen, on my iPad screen, and it will take me there to start taking notes. And what it's doing is it's giving me a nice big window here to start writing on, but I can see what I'm writing here on the scaled down size. So let me go ahead and take some more notes. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and choose a different color. So I'll just tap on the pen, and these are all custom ink colors. GoodNotes comes with stock ink and quite a few different colors to use, but since I've got everything color coded and in all the areas of the various businesses and jobs that I have, I like to have my custom ink, and that's these four colors, and then there's some others that I've weaved into my palette here. But these are the most that I use, these four right here. So let me go ahead and just choose the pink, and I'll just go ahead and write the color pink. And of course, I'm trying to look at the computer screen and write on my iPad screen while I'm doing this, so my handwriting is not going to look that great. It's not that great anyway. Let me go ahead and jump over here, and then choose another ink color, and then I'll write again here in blue. And something else that you can do, and you can purchase from the store, are the sticky notes. And let me show you how I use the sticky notes real quick. I'll go ahead and tap the plus sign, and I'll scroll down to add a page. Now, add a page is a little bit different. It's not going to import anything because I've already have templates set up, and my templates are located within these pages. So I'm going to go ahead and add a page below. And here you see I've got all these sticky notes here, but in my templates, let me just show you some of the things that I have. I've got checkbook registers, and I've got Cornell note sheets, and they're all assorted colors. I've got grid papers, got legal papers, I've got my Minutes Matter measuring sheets. So when I'm on a job and I'm measuring windows, I can just pull up one of my measuring sheets templates. I have my Minutes Matter work orders in here. I also have narrow ruled papers. And you're just seeing thumbnails, but they're really very nice on Inside GoodNotes on the iPad. And then here's the sticky notes. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have timesheets. They're available in the store too. To-do lists. And then my workroom templates, which we're going to look at extensively in another video for those of you that have workrooms like I do, drapery workrooms. Okay, so let's go back to the sticky notes, and I want to, since I have things color-coded, I'm going to go ahead and open one of my peach sticky notes and show you another way that you can take notes. Now, without using the zoom window, you can actually, and this is another setting inside GoodNotes, you can actually rest your wrist on the screen, and let me switch to black ink. And let me erase that. Okay, and then I can just start taking notes. You can also adjust the thickness of your pen tip. And like I said, my handwriting's not going to be very good because I'm using two different screens and I'm not actually looking at my iPad while I'm writing. So now that I have this sticky note filled out, I like to take a screenshot of it. And then I'll go ahead and delete it. And to delete it, I just go to my index, hit edit, tap it, and send it to the trash. I don't need that sticky note anymore. And then I'm going to go back to the first. Whoop, done. Go back to the first. And I want to add that sticky note to my day planner page, January 1st. So to do that, I'm going to tap the plus again, or I can press and hold on the screen. Tap image, go to my photos, select the sticky note, and here you see the sticky note came in with the background of my iPad screen. That's not a problem. All I have to do is tap on the screenshot or on the image and select crop, and I just crop out that part that I don't want and then say done. And there's my sticky note. And of course I don't want it this big, so I'm going to make it nice and small. You might want to rotate it. And you just put, and you can stack these sticky notes. You can make them bigger or smaller. It doesn't matter how small you make them on your page because you can always zoom in to read your note. And basically, that's how you would get anything onto your day planner page. Anything that you have in your photo albums, you can bring in and put on your day planner page. The last thing I want to show you in this video is how to get some of the stickers under the accessories area of the iStore. These stickers are PNG files, which means the backgrounds are missing from them. Now, the iPad throughout the years has done updates, and this changes sometimes on what technique to use to get them in. And with the latest version, I have found that I have to have them in my camera roll, but the way I have to get them to my camera roll is to save them from my Dropbox. So let me just show you those steps. And once they're in your camera roll, you can use them over and over again. Just kind of keep them there, and you'll be able to use them from the camera roll. But you can't put them in the camera roll and sync them to your iPad the traditional way that you would with images, because the iPad does not like PNG files, but GoodNotes handles them very well. So let me just show you how I do this. So let's just say you purchased an accessory, let's say the dewdrops, from the iStore, and you've downloaded them and unzipped them as I've shown you in this video, and you've put them in your Dropbox. What do you do next? I'm going to show you. So let's go to my Dropbox. Here we are in my Dropbox, and of course I've got to navigate to where I know the dewdrop file is in my Dropbox. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the product downloads, the sales, and my digital accessories. And here's my folder with the dewdrops in it. And it's the PNG file that you want to put in your camera roll. So I'm going to go ahead and open the PNG file. And I'll just tap on this little action button up here and save the image. And it saves it to my camera roll on the iPad. Now let's go back to GoodNotes. And you don't ever have to, you only have to do that one time. Once they're in your camera roll, if you don't delete it, you'll have it there to use over and over again, like a template. So now I want to get it onto my day planner page. I want to use one of the dewdrops. So I'm going to press and hold on the page and tap image. And I'm going to go to my photos, open up my camera roll, and as you can see, I have the file in here twice because I had to redo part of the video, and so it's in there twice, but you won't have it in there twice. I'll go ahead and just tap either one of them, and it brings it in really big, and of course it brings all of those dewdrops in there. And I want to use the purple dewdrop here on the left, so I'm going to tap my screen and tap crop. And I'll just crop out all the other dewdrops. And once you have it on your day planner page, if you're going to use it over and over again, you can also copy and paste from page to page. One of the things that I've actually done inside my GoodNotes is I've created a category called accessories, and I've copied and pasted all my stickers to the accessories section, and then all I have to do is copy and paste it to my day planners. But sometimes it's just easier, real quick, you get it out of your camera roll. All right, so now that's all cropped. I'll go ahead and select done. And now I have it on my page. I can rotate it. I can resize it. And sometimes moving it around in edit mode is a little bit tedious. It will make it smaller and bigger. Sometimes it's not as easy to do that. So to move it, I'll just tap on this lasso tool right here and then draw a circle around it, and then I can move it anywhere I want on the page. And sometimes that's a little bit easier to move it around. You can't rotate it when you use the lasso tool. If you want to rotate it again, you'll have to press and hold, edit, and now it's in edit mode again, and then you can rotate it again. And you'll use any of the stickers that are in the store just like this. And coming up in the next couple days, I'm going to also have all kinds of washi tape inside the store, digital washi tape that you can use on the day planner pages, and they're going to work the same way as the dewdrop stickers. You'll bring them in the same way, you'll crop out the ones you don't need, and you'll be able to rotate them, resize them, write on them. You can move them around and stick them anywhere. So that's how to use some of the things on your iPad to be completely digital and to be paperless. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Be sure to subscribe because whenever I have something new in the store, I like to demo it here on my channel. So if you're subscribed, you can also go through the settings of your subscription and be notified by email whenever there's something new on my channel. I enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.